Hi everyone, how are you? My name is Jo and thank you for joining me today. I've prepared a back care routine for you, which I hope you come back often whenever you feel like giving your back a dose of movement vitamin. Yeah? So let's get started. We're going to start lying down on our backs. So, legs are going to be about hip width distance apart, just below, ankles just below the knees. Arms are resting comfortably by your side. Okay, just take a moment to feel your back body on the floor and be really conscious about which part of your body is touching the floor and which parts are not. Okay? And then observe your right and your left body. Are your right and left shoulder blades equally weighted on the floor? The right and left pelvis, or rather the right and left side of your pelvis. The soles of your feet. Good. We're going to take a few breaths here. So any amount of shifting to get yourself comfortable is absolutely fine, okay? Take a breath in, just let your belly rise slightly. And then exhale gently. Empty your lungs out. Good. Tuck your chin slightly towards your chest just to get that back of the neck long, create space there. Good. One more breath here, inhale. And this time as you exhale, lengthen your whole spine into the mat. So flatten that lower back down onto the mat. There's very little or no glute engagement at all. Just think about laying all the bones in your back onto the mat. Inhale. The other thing you can think about is your tailbone curling up towards the ceiling and then pointing down towards the floor. Exhale. Good. One more time. Exhale. Good. Release the lower back. Take a breath in. On an exhale this time, you're going to curl your tailbone under. Pull your tailbone towards your pubic bone and keep pulling your pubic bone towards your chest. And you're going to peel your spine off the mat into your first shoulder bridge, okay? Now again, any amounts of adjustment is absolutely allowed. Feel your back body engaged, your hamstrings engaged, and think about sending energy from the top of your thighs out through your knees. Take a moment and feel the bottom of your rib cage connect. So we're not arching the rib cage or the back. We're softening the rib cage. On your next exhale, open up your throat. Release from your chest, your breastbone, your belly button, your pelvis, and your tail is the last to come out. We're going to take a breath at the bottom. Exhale, we repeat. Peel your spine bone by bone away from the mat. Hips are high. Rib cage is connected. On your exhale, start to melt the spine back down onto the mat. Tailbone tilts back down. On an inhale. Exhale, curl back up. Good. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll back down. Exhale, tailbone to pubic bone to chest. Lift all the way up. And you melt one bone at a time down onto the mat. One last time. Exhale, tailbone to pubic bone to chest. Peel the spine off. Inhale at the top. Exhale. Lengthen your spine all the way down onto the mat. Good job, nice one. We're going to turn onto our sides next. And if you have a pillow, you can always get a pillow to lift your head up so that your head stays in line with your whole spine. If not, I'm okay, you don't need any equipment. So palms are going to come together. All I want you to do is reach the top fingertips beyond the bottom fingertips, and we're going to circle the top arm up, and my gaze is going to follow that top hand. Back, down towards my leg, and the palms come back together, reach away. So I want you to imagine you're almost, let's imagine we're in a bubble, yeah? Reach forward, and we're just tracing the inside of that bubble that we're in. Good, circle. This should feel quite nice. Nice. And circle. And around. This time as your palms come together, pause here, reach the top fingertips beyond the bottom fingertips. This time we're going to go in the other direction. And I'm going to do about 5 of this. You choose your own breath cycle that you're comfortable with. Was it 2 more? I think by now you realize that I can't really count. I always say 10 and then I make you do 20. Let's do 1 more here. And circle. And we're going to pause, okay? Now lift your head up and slide your bottom arm under, forming a pillow with that hand, okay? You're going to lift your knees up in line with your hip and pull that top hip away so that you can create like a small tunnel for an imaginary trail of ants to crawl under. Slide your feet out, so if I were to look at you from the ceiling, you look as if you're seated in a chair. Top knee is always slightly in front of the bottom knee so that we keep our hips stacked, okay? Nice. On an exhale, you're going to lift the top leg up and lower back down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. You've got 4 more. So I'm not lifting crazy high, just slightly above the hips. 2 more. And last one, hold here. Imagine your knee is a crayon. We're going to draw circles with that knee. Okay? Good. So try not to change the angle of your shin bone and your thigh bone, yeah? Think about moving that thigh bone within that hip joint. 1 more in this direction. Let's go the other way. Just drawing circles. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the leg down. Nice. Slide your heels closer to your hips, and my heel, my sit bones are in line. Okay? Now, your back is against an imaginary wall, so you're never going to fall back, yeah? You're just going to lift the top knee, lower back down. Lift and lower. Easy. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So don't worry about the range of movement. I'm not looking at how high you can lift that knee up. Just think about the bones moving, okay? The muscles will wake up on their own, so don't worry about forcing anything. 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. Lift your feet off, and let's continue with the clamps. Nice. How has your day been? Last 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. 1 last move here, okay? You're going to give me an internal rotation by bringing your knees together, and then external rotation, bring your heels together. It's a knee to knee, it's a heel to heel. It's a knee to knee, it's a heel to heel. Okay? Good. What time is it for you over there? Is it in the morning that you're doing this? Awesome. Yep, to wake up all those little muscle groups in your legs. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Lower back down. Give yourself a good pat. Press yourself back up. And we're just going to swing our legs over to the other side and come back down. Okay? You're going to stretch your arms out in front of you. Reach the top fingertips beyond the bottom fingertips. And we're going to circle out. Good. Reach back. Keep looking at that back hand. Down and around. Opening up the pecs. Opening up the front body. Feels so nice to open up that front body. One more time in this direction. And the knee, don't worry about the legs. The knee can just fall back if it's 1, 2. Just focus on tracing that inside of the imaginary bubble. Let's do 2 more here. And last one. Good. Bend your elbow. Form a pillow with that bottom hand, bottom arm, Top hand stays in front of the chest for support. Gonna slide your knees up. Okay, slide your feet out and pull that top hip towards your feet to create that equal length in both waist. Top knee slightly forward and let's go. Lift and lower, lift and lower. So these moves are very intentional, okay? You don't flop, yeah? And think again more about the bones. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here, circle it out. One more in this direction, pause. Let's go the other way. Okay, make sure that your upper body is relaxed. No strain, no unnecessary tension. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. Slide your heels in so that they're in line with your sit bones. And we're just going to go into our clamshells, or clams. Yeah. Nice. Open. Lift and lower. You've got 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Float the feet up and let's go. Continuing with the clams. Stay strong. Don't forget your legs are holding onto your pelvis, spine. Whole body is connected. For 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down. One last move, okay? So if you need to close your eyes, go to that happy place. You're going to get through this with me. Bring your knees together, feet separate. Heels together, knees separate. Good. Knee to knee, heel to heel. 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 2 more after this. Last one. Lower back down. Give yourself a well-deserved pat. And we're going to get onto all fours to finish up, okay? Nice. So again, shoulders above the wrists, hips above the knees. Nice. You're going to reach the arm that is away from me, further away from me, lift it up towards the ceiling, look at it. On an exhale, thread that arm under the opposite armpit, rest your head, rest your shoulder down onto the floor. You can use your opposite hand to press into the mat to give you that deeper rotation. Hips stay high. Press into the mat to come back up. Lift that arm that is closer to me towards the ceiling. Thread that arm under that opposite armpit and rest. Press your hand into the mat, onto all fours, and sit back in a child's pose. Take a few billowing breaths to open up that back body. Exhale, chest down, relax. 2 more times, inhale. Feel the skin on your upper back stretch. Exhale, relax. 1 last time, inhale. And exhale. Relax. Guess what? You're done. My name is Jo. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.